Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on the horizon, I thought I would go back and beat every single Black Ops 6 Easter egg and rank them in order by beating them, and that's what we're doing today. With Modern Zombies and the love-hate relationship it receives, Black Ops 6, for me personally, is a step up from Cold War, my least favorite zombies experience, but is still kind of exactly like Cold War with all the systems in place. And unfortunately that affects replayability, as Black Ops 6 is not a very replayable game in mine and many of the hardcore zombies fans' opinions, because I think it's limited by the systems, as many would agree. Black Ops 6 itself receives tons of hate, but Black Ops 6 itself also receives tons of praise. So it will be interesting to see how we move forward going into Black Ops 7. I am always going to play the newest zombies experience and just try it for myself, as I don't believe in listening to people's opinions on the internet. I have my own opinions. This is why we're all here, to converse about our opinions on these games. My favorite part is having a sense of community and everybody enjoying something like Black Ops 3, the phenomenal, the ultimate zombies game. It truly is just that, and I just want Black Ops 7 or zombies in general to go back to that. But without getting into all that, this is me beating every Black Ops 6 Easter egg in order from worst to best. Let's start up the game of Liberty Balls. Coming in dead last for me is Liberty Balls. Yes, that may be controversial. To me, it really shouldn't be. There's not much to this Easter egg, with it being a simple map. There isn't a boss fight. The Easter egg steps, there's like build the wonder weapon and do 2 things. I don't even know. There's not much to these steps. This Easter egg was always going to come in dead last for me. Any praise for this Easter egg? None by me, for sure. Easter egg is very simple. What I am going to do is, well, I mean, it could be considered cheese, is bring Etherella in, because that is definitely a cool aspect of this boss fight. But other than that, this boss fight is extremely lame. HVTs are lame. The process of building the jet gun is not bad at all, but the process is also very underwhelming like the rest of this Easter egg. All you've really got to do that can be challenging is when you go into the garden to pick up the water valve that you put back in at the bowling alley. That can get a little hectic, but as long as you have decoys, ether shroud, anything like that, you're going to be completely fine. Building the jet gun, it doesn't bother me in any way, but it definitely isn't impressive in any single way either, I'll say. The building processes for these wonder weapons in Black Ops 6, in my opinion, either seem to be hits or misses. They either seem to be cool steps that I enjoy doing every single time, or steps that I just don't care to do, and that are usually very, very easy and oversimplified. The jet gun. Now what we gotta do is suck up 3 different parts. Grab that thing up there. Shut up, Panos. Now I know you can, or used to at some point been able to suck it through the roof, but I've gotten it stuck in the roof a lot, so. What I'm gonna do instead of all that is I'm gonna just do it the way it's intended. There we go. There we go. And another thing that we can do with this suck is suck up the Etherellas, and that is something that I plan on doing for this egg. So let's go ahead and get that done. There's one right there. There's one right here. One's right there. And then there's one here. Yeah, I should have got that one. And then also pretty nearby is one on this sign, this motel sign. And now the strat is that I'm going to mess with all those, but I'm going to wait to mess with the last one till right before we go. So that should be all of them. Once you've built the LTG device, and in my case missed the Etherellas if you're choosing to do that for your game, or missed an Etherella, there's not much left to do. All you're doing is defending these portals that the LTG creates from zombies who are trying to kamikaze themselves right into it, damaging it. Kill the HVT. Well, not kill them. You need to damage the HVT that comes out of said portal, then take a ether canister that's inside that weird looking machine inside the Pack-a-Punch room, bring that over to these electrical traps that'll have the purple electricity on the ground, and kill the HVT enemy that'll be inside there. It'll either be a Mangler or an Abomination. Once that's done, oh yeah, and one of the ether canisters is free. It's in the machine in the Pack-a-Punch room, but one of the ether canisters you have to do this little side mini quest for by getting a Strauss counter and matching it and its color to these little devices that are all around the map, and then changing them accordingly to be able to unlock the other ether canister to then do the second LTG, for lack of a better term, lockdown or hold them out, whatever. That's about it. And then on top of that, a lackluster boss fight. No actual boss, just the same HVTs we just fought inside the boss fight now. An Abomination and a Mangler. So this was made for casuals, and I'm not really here for casuals. I'm not saying that casuals shouldn't be allowed to play zombies, but if you like a game, then you'll put the time and effort into it. And zombies players do put the time and effort into zombies. So I do feel like zombies players should be the first people that Treyarch is concerned with making happy. But obviously, that's not what Modern Zombies is going for, and that's why Modern Zombies is in the state that it's in. But other than that, a lackluster Easter egg, Liberty Balls doesn't bring much to the table. That's why it's balls, Liberty Balls, because there's just not much going on. So with that all in mind, here is this lackluster boss fight. There you go. Now she's right there. That's where we want to leave her. Then we're going to go ahead and activate. Start up the fight. That gun is so stupid. This gun goes incredibly stupid. I'm waiting for our first HVT before I grab Etherella. This music isn't bad at all. Might as well. Hold up. We don't even need Etherella, by the way, but we're gonna use her. I don't know if that worked. I guess we didn't get one. That's so weird. Fuck all y'all. There we go. And that's Liberty Balls done. Don't understand how I didn't get all the Etherella things. With Liberty Balls finally beaten and out of the way, ranked in dead last like I had said earlier, now ranked right above dead last, the second worst Easter egg if that's how you want to put it. Coming in at number 5, I have, of course, the Tomb. The Tomb struggles from being annoying in my eyes, Easter egg stepwise. Even if it is super simplified just like Liberty Balls, and once you get past building the ice staff, it's really not that bad. I really don't love the process of building the ice staff on this map, and I don't really love that it is the ice staff in this map. That's probably one of my least favorite things. I feel like we could have done something else. Trying to harp off of Origins is not it when it's going to be a map like this. Origins is one of the most complex maps of all time. This is one of the most simple maps in all of BO6, and all of maybe even as simple as or simpler than Cold War maps. So that's just not correct. For the first 8 rounds, all I'm doing is sitting in here waiting for a mimic to spawn so I can get the first part needed to build the ice staff in order to start the quest, which, yes, yet again, like in every BO6 map, the first step of the Easter egg is building the staff. To build this wonder weapon is lame. Truly, it's not cool. It's not fun. It's just not it. You've got to do just a whole bunch of stuff that I barely even want to really explain, like shooting a purple ether lantern until it's at a certain part, because there's multiple places for them to spawn, and then it'll activate these glowing Roman numerals that you need to shoot in order from 1 till 1 is like 6 or 7, 1 is like 10, something. Like, nobody cares, including me. I don't care to explain what this is. I just know how to do it. This map, a lot like all of BO6, it feels like it doesn't matter. It feels, yeah, I don't know what else to explain this stupid step as. This is the worst version of building the ice staff. There we go. It's always a lot of fun. There we go. Now, like using the Origins music and trying to even compare it to Origins, I also have opinions on them bringing back the ice staff. Alright, first thing I gotta do yet again is get the wonder weapon of the map, which is the ice staff on this map. Yet again, another recycled wonder weapon from the past, another almost nostalgia bait. Now, I don't know who said this, but somebody said a dark ether staff. That would have been a great idea. It could have still been a staff, so people would have been like, ooh, a staff, but a new staff that nobody had used before. But no, they just had to just stuff the ice staff in there. Now, a lot like building the damn thing, upgrading it ain't much better or more fun or more creative or more anything. It's just not, it's not it either. You got to shoot those same purple ether lamps that almost made me throw a fit earlier. You got to shoot them as quickly as you can, 3 of them as quickly as you can in quick succession. And once you've done that, that Archibald dude will say something, and that's how you know you've gotten that done. Then you need to go into the Dark Ether Nexus and look for some fucking rocks. Yet again, it doesn't matter, you know. This step is just this map is just so like, who literally cares? This what killed Black Ops 6's hype. It pissed so many people off, and I don't hate this map or despise it, but to try to sit here and talk about it even, or talk about what I'm doing in these steps, is kind of making me mad, because I don't know. All of it means nothing. That's all I know. All of it is dumb. It all killed the hype for Black Ops 6. It killed any of the remaining community Black Ops 6 had left. Now, I know Black Ops 6 still does have a community, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, and I don't care about how you upgrade this version of the staff. Using the staff once it's upgraded is fine or whatever, but geez, man, I literally cannot put into words how much I don't care or care to explain this. This Easter egg is butt cheeks, and the only reason that I put this above the tomb is because it actually has a boss fight. It actually tries with its boss fight, and because to me it's a lot more visually pleasing, and because I like the ice staff a lot more than the damn jet gun. Now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of this Easter egg, and a little bit like Liberty Balls, there ain't too much meat and potatoes. We're broke. We ain't got enough food to sustain ourselves over here at Treyarch, apparently. In all seriousness, it's 4 lockdown steps. It's 4 lockdown steps with each of the special enemies. So you got a vermin lockdown step. All you got to do is kill them. You got a parasite lockdown step. With the parasites, you got to shoot them and drag their energy balls, their purple energy deposits, over to the statue in the middle. So for the doppelgas, there's a little trap that can trap you and hurt them. And you just got to kill like 4 or 5 of them, sacrifice them. And then for the amalgam lockdown, there is which is kind of cool looking, I might add, fully bloodied out amalgam, and you just got to kill him. I'm pretty sure he's an HVT, or he's definitely got a bump up in health or something. To start these lockdowns, you need to shoot the back of your ice staff at these little energy shard looking things, and then you can take that energy shard to start the lockdown. Once you've completed the lockdown, you need to take the energy that you've gotten from doing the lockdown and bring it back to the statue that you got in the Ether Nexus by shooting the back of your ice staff at it. And that's how you complete each lockdown fully.
Stuck on calling this dude the dead gas. That's always cool.
So one thing I'm quickly going to do before boss fight is get golden armor. I need to grab these 2 statue heads out of the Ether Nexus, bring them up to these 2 statues, and fight the HVT enemies. There are shock mimics and doppelgasts. I got to kill them each. And it transports me down to 1 HP. So I use insta-kill, idolize, and ether shroud to my advantage.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, poor motherfuckers. You poor sons of bitches. That is terrible. That is god awful for you. Let's see. Dude, this weapon is too strong. Oh my god. Woo! There's an amalgam in there. Fuck that amalgam. Holy shit. Yeah, we don't even need all that.
The reason why I ultimately put the tomb above Liberty Balls is because, first of all, I like the colors and the vibe on the tomb. You can't say that it doesn't have, for lack of a better term, aura. But it does kind of struggle with the same thing Liberty Balls does, that there's not real depth to any of the steps. The only way to add depth is to also do the golden armor Easter egg, which I just don't find, I don't know. Adding a side Easter egg into the egg to make it feel more isn't my favorite thing. The other reason why I would give it a step above Liberty Balls is because at least it tries something with its boss fight. I know its boss fight ultimately just ends up being HVT spam, which is very annoying, but at least they tried something. They could have just had it be just straight up HVTs again like Liberty Balls and have it be very simple, but they took the time out to do something different, so I respect that. So without a further ado, here is the tomb boss fight completion.
I'm nothing but focused. Beautiful. I like the synchronization of everything. I like the movement aspect of it. If you are going to stay up top, because you can just stay on the ground. That was easy. Come on. There we go. Beautiful, man. This gun is so fucking good. Especially for this boss fight. I think this gun is the best for this. It's also very, very... nice. It's also very, 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 very good for the Z-Rex. It's okay though, because we still up her. You can only focus damage on one. Get that one. Destroyed. We want them to come to us, for sure. There we go. There's gonna go him. We ain't making it. There we go. Woo! Don't want to die there. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. They're forming a line. A line of unity. I don't even know if I need to use that. Oh yeah, that's okay. Pathetic. Wow. The only decent thing about this Easter egg, to me, is the boss fight. And I can 100% see why people don't like it. Why don't we sit back and watch the weakest parts of this map?
Yeah, what if we didn't do that? And in the number 4 spot, I have The Reckoning. The Reckoning was very unhyped, to say the least. The Tomb took it all away. Shattered Veil, to me, very unhyped, to say the least. The Tomb took it all away. Shattered Veil, to me, was cool and is going to be coming in later on in the list. I like Shattered Veil, but it definitely was not enough to really bring wind back into the sails of Black Ops 6, because Terminus was pretty hype, Citadel was pretty hype, and then the Tomb just evaporated all of that. It was pretty crazy to see in real time. The Reckoning had no hype going into it. 2 boss fights. One is the obvious canon one. It should be obviously canon. One is way beyond stupid difficult. The reason it's stupid difficult is because it's not like Mephistopheles, where everything is choreographed and you can really dodge and weave that motherfucker. You can't really do that in this fight. You have to be using, yet again, a certain loadout. Modern games, skill is in your loadout, which isn't a lot of skill, and not in your movement or abilities or anything like that, which was prevalent in older games. I like The Reckoning. I like certain steps. I like the look of it. I like that it brings back the mid-boss fight and it brings back the Forsaken. I like that the Reckoning tried, so I give it a step above Liberty Balls and the Tomb. But at the end of the day, with the hype not being there and there being nothing with great self-interest for me, other than maybe sort of paying off the Richtofen storyline, but obviously it wasn't really that important. There just wasn't a lot in this that I personally was like, ooh, I really like that. Even though the Easter egg is a lot more fleshed out than the previous 2 maps. We won't be dealing with any more issues like that, except sort of, mostly. So for the Reckoning Easter egg, the first thing that you can go ahead and do, the first step of every Black Ops 6 Easter egg, come on everyone, say it with me now, building the Wonder Weapon, yeah. The first thing that we need to do to start the Wonder Weapon quest is by going back into the mutant injection room, messing with the static TVs until they give you 2 words, taking the beginning letter of each word, putting them together, matching them onto the periodic table. Once you've matched them, taking the number that's in the same box as the letters that you matched, putting that number in the number pad above, killing zombies next to this special looking tank. Vermin will come out of them. You need to kill the vermin next to the tank. If you're getting yellow hit markers, that's how you know it's working. The vermin or zombie will also get sucked into there. Do that 3 times for each enemy type. Then you can unlock the ammo. You take the ammo and bring it around these ether flowers in this other room. Once you've done that 3 different times for about 10 seconds, you can mess with these computer screens that are where the Forsaken is, and then an Uberklaus will spawn. You can take off his shoulder pads, and the Forsaken soul will go inside the Uberklaus. I don't think this Wonder Weapon process is terrible, but I don't think it's great. I think the biggest disappointment is Wonder Weapon building, upgrade, whatever, for the beginning of every single quest.
it wore down by the time that we got to the Reckoning. Also, the Wonder Weapon itself isn't the greatest thing. Isn't the worst thing, but isn't the greatest thing. And them not making the upgrade for the Wonder Weapon a part of the Easter egg itself, you don't have to upgrade the Wonder Weapon to do the Easter egg, so I'm definitely not going to show it. Makes it just less important. Means, I don't know what it means. Why? Why did they choose to do that? I don't know. You bastard. Wonder Weapon for Wonder Weapon. Heck yeah. In this Easter egg, after building the Wonder Weapon, you can upgrade if you like, but for this video, we're going to just skip that part and get on to the actual steps, like gathering the Klaus limbs, using the round 16 Uber Klaus to activate them, getting the door open with the Doctor's mutant injection, collecting a brain and bringing that to Klaus, gathering a code from files that go in order based on the date and file number, and inputting that into a computer, grabbing a head that you can find from shooting your Wonder Weapon at a mushroom, and using that as a soul box in the bucket that we got in the start of the Easter egg, and then also running around the map throwing Casimir lookalikes at the purple glowing random, literally random items. To, of course, another tiny lockdown step. This Easter egg definitely adds more steps and things to do, but there's little to no depth or meaning in these steps. I don't really know what collecting the brain has to do. I like that we activate Klaus, a version of Klaus, because everybody loves him from Cold War. The mutant injection step, like all the little side things are fine, but like these main things that I'm finna do, like collect the head, get the brain, doing this, doing that, they all seem very random, and they all seem just thrown together a bit, which is what I would say a lot of Easter eggs feel like nowadays. And I know that's kind of what Zombies is just based on, is throwing things together. But I feel like what Zombies used to be able to do so well was throw these things together and then tie them in storyline wise to make it feel cohesive and not just so random. Other than that, it's not that I hate these steps, but I don't feel personally connected to them. And since Richtofen's boss was so hard, I did have to do this Easter egg a couple times before I got my first time to beat him. So I don't hate this Easter egg at all. I think this is a good Easter egg. I don't think it's a good Easter egg though. I don't hate it though. I like the bosses. I hate Samantha a lot more because she's so long and drawn out for really no reason. Even when you're fighting her, you can only damage her at certain points, and that's not my favorite thing. And Richtofen is very, very, very in the opposite way. He's not lenient at all. You have to be using certain types of weapons and playing a certain way to even have a remote shot at that motherfucker. He's very unfair. I like all the extra content, especially 2 different bosses. I like that it is a bit more of a drawn out Easter egg, probably one of Black Ops 6's most drawn out. But everything feels random, and even then at the same time, it still feels like I could do all these steps in a matter of minutes. It just feels like there's no way it would be difficult, you know? And I feel like that is a bit what an Easter egg needs. If you're failing an egg, but you really like it in the map, it makes you really, really want to come back and try it. I have never failed a single step on any Black Ops 6 Easter egg. Failing steps is just not a thing anymore. Other than that, we are doing both boss fights, ladies and gentlemen. And in this game that I've been showing you, I started off with Samantha.
After everything I did for you, all that I have shared, you turned your backs on me. No more games.
No more games. Fuck you. And then we're jeez.
cannot win!
Bye bye, bitch. No! Hell nah!
End this thing.
Beautiful.
Snakes, murderers. The sight of a machine will clear me this nothing.
What is this bullshit?
Break you. I will have your heads.
Woo! Love the visual glitch on my gun, by the way. There we go.
I should have let Modi dissect you.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Good shit. Fucking dude hit me with flashbangs. We're topping the idiot. Good shit. Hell no. Fuck. Beautiful.
Icarus ain't got shit on me!
Oh. Richtofen down, man. Hell nah. Richtofen down! Let's fucking go. Fucking beautiful. That's how you beat Richtofen. In my number 3 spot, I have Citadel des Morts. This map basically is my second favorite as well. It's really hard. I think I like this map Easter egg better than Shattervale, but I don't like the boss fight better. And for me, the boss fight is very important, I guess. Not I guess, it definitely is. And we're going to get into Shattered Veil here in a few minutes, but I need to glorify this map for real, because this is and was and always has been and always will be an exceptional experience. I enjoy the simplicity of the swords. I enjoy the Easter egg, and I do still enjoy the simplicity. I wouldn't call Citadel des Morts a complicated Easter egg, but I wouldn't call Citadel des Morts a easy walk in the park Easter egg either. And I enjoy that about this map. I think my favorite parts of the map are just the aesthetic and the Easter egg being surrounded by the wonder weapons, and the wonder weapons having the incantations, which are basically smaller power variables from the swords that are put in your tactical. I love how the Easter egg basically feels intertwined and connected. I love the orb step. I love the skip for the trap step on the floor. I absolutely love that so much. It's so cool. That's a great fucking skip. I love Citadel des Morts, and I love its Easter egg. Now, I think what happened is I love Jurassic Park, and I just love dinosaurs and T-Rexes, so the fact that we actually got a Z-Rex is crazy. But make no mistake, the Guardian is one of the most badass bosses I have ever fought. I remember thinking, am I going to be able to do this? The first time I fought him, because he whooped me across that arena. Also, the boss fight arena, 10 out of 10, one of the best we've ever had. There's way too much to rave about with the Citadel des Morts Easter egg, and that's why it's at number 3. And the only reason it's not at number 2 is because I like Shattered Veil's boss fight tenfold better. I do, and I can't not admit it. I almost put Shattered Veil at 1 because I love the boss fight so much. But in this Easter egg, you do various things like getting 4 elemental wonder weapons. In this map, they're obviously swords. You have the light sword, you have the lightning sword, you have the fire sword, and you have the dark sword, or the void sword, the portal sword, whatever. The raven sword. They also all have animals connected, so the lightning would be the stag, fire would be dragon, the raven would be the dark, and a lion would be the light. The way you get these are simple. After round 10, stamps are going to spawn in the map, so for the first 10 rounds I just stayed in spawn using the Rampage Inducer for most of them, but Rampage Inducer do definitely be making me a little uncomfortable, so I turned that off. Before I went, to get the swords, you have to wait till round 10, and a special zombie with a canteen head helmet styled from like fucking medieval times will be running around, and you kill him and he'll drop a stamp, and you can take these stamps to these statues in the middle that have the animals that represent the swords and the powers and so on and so forth, and you just go up and press square on it, and it'll unlock the bastard sword, which is basically the naked non-upgraded version of the sword you're trying to upgrade. To upgrade the light sword, as soon as you press square on the statue with the stamp, 4 glowing parasites will spawn, and you need to hit them with your sword, and that glow will then stick to your sword, and you need to come over to this door over here right outside of spawn, and you just need to smack it, and then you'll see a symbol on the door. Once you've gotten all 4 glowing parasites and you've smacked the door 4 different times and you see all 4 symbols, press interact on the door and be able to go inside of that secret room behind the door, and those same 4 symbols that were on the door, you now need to shoot in the correct order. The order never changes. It's the same 4 symbols. It's the same way every single time. To get the dragon sword, you quite literally just need to grab the sword from the statue, go up to the dragon statue, press square on that, it'll take your sword, and then you need to go to these 3 bowls of fire and press square, and then your character will be lit on fire, taking damage per second, but you'll have this super speed, and you need to go back to the statue and interact with it again. You need to do that 3 different times from 3 different areas. The lightning sword, you need to find 3 lightning rods around the map. 1 stuck to a zombie, 1 next to Deadshot, and 1 connected to this power thing that you need to shoot dead wire at or use a shock charge on. And once you get all 3 of them, you're going to take them up to that same bridge where the cannon is surrounding the castle, and you're going to put them inside of this thing right here. Clouds and thunder will spawn, and there will be the lockdown type zombies, and you need to wait until your sword has electricity all over it and smack this little thing with the lightning rods that's spinning 3 different times. The last sword that you're able to do is the Dark Portal Raven Sword. The way that you do this there are 4 to 5 statues, and any one of them can spawn in your game. These statues are connected to astrology signs that you need to match up depending on what statue you get when you take it inside of this little panel thing that's all the way back in spawn. Once you've matched the correct astrology signs with the goat's cheat sheet, Mr. Raffle Waffles, then a portal will spawn in the floor. And what will happen is these purple pinkish energy balls will come out of the thing you just inserted your statue into. You need to get 3 of them to go into this portal that'll randomly spawn on the floor, and you need to do that 3 separate times. Once you've done that, all 4 of your swords are completed, and all 4 of the swords also have that special incantation tactical. The Dark Raven swords is simple. There's a raven once you go down this slide that goes from the Pack-a-Punch room into spawn. All you need to do is slide next to him and shoot him while sliding. He'll go and fly into the map, and then you can shoot him and he'll drop a foot, which you'll use as your sacrifice to unlock the incantation. For the lightning sword, you need to get this horseshoe on the left side of spawn, and you need to go inside the cannon, get the cannon to shoot you into spawn, and while you're being shot and sliding down that roof, you'll be electrocuted, and on either side of spawn will be a black cloud that'll form, and you need to go over there to pick up your horseshoe. You can now take that back to spawn to unlock the incantation. For the fire, you need either to use your sword's ultimate or Molotovs to throw at these wood piles. It'll spawn a doppelgas that when killed will drop the special relic needed for the fire incantation and the light incantation. You need to shoot these reflective mirrors that will reflect the beam onto another mirror, and then you do that over and over and over again in this room where all the statues and swords are, and then it'll lead to the next room that secretly unlocks once you get Pack-a-Punch open, and then that will get your final relic needed to unlock the final incantation. Now that we've gotten all the swords and incantations out of the way, we can do the Easter egg. The first step is the trap step, and we are going to do the skip, and I basically only know how to do the skip. So you're not going to pick up any of the pieces of paper in the stamina room, but you're going to know where they are as they are in a position that corresponds to an order. You need to match the symbols that are on the paper to the symbols that are on the floor in the correct order, and without picking any of them up, you're just gonna go to each trap that corresponds from 1, 2, 3 to 4. You'll know that the last trap will always be in the stamina room, so you know that'll always be your 4th trap, whatever symbol's on the floor in the stamina room. You'll go to all these traps, use them. If they end very quickly, that means you did it correctly. Once you've done all 4 traps, you'll go over to this wall and see the symbol of each animal relating to a sword in an order, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You need to take the incantation that matches the statue, smack them with the incantation, and then hit the inspect right in front of the statue in order to get the statue to salute you. Once you've done this for all 4 of them, the magic orb will come into the middle of the sword statue room, and you can finally do the magical orb step. This is another lockdown, but it's a specialized type one as you use the sword that corresponds with the magical orb lockdown. So there's a raven lockdown, a fire sword lockdown, a stag lightning lockdown, and then there's the lion light lockdown. After this, we're going on in the boss fight, and I think this will be the last of my background talking. The rest will just be all from the live gameplay. This boss fight is so amazing. This is one of the best boss fights Treyarch has ever made, for sure. And I do love the magical orb step. All in all, Citadel Daymorts would probably go over Shattered Veil if Shattered Veil didn't have my possible personal favorite boss fight of all time. gotta do is run through these. Need some armor.
Served him faithfully. The hour would. His family died. He would never. This has been difficult not to put into work.
Greetings, my bastard son. I knew you would
Give me that. Shield time. I don't want to come in with it without anything. What up, you little bitch? I've met you before. So badass. Fuck. Let's get it, Mr. Guardian Man.
My friends, if you persevere, still emerge victorious.
Let's go, you fucking pussy. Oh, that hurt. Oh, hell of a hit! Oh my goodness. Ooh. Sir, you might wanna, yeah. I was gonna say, you might wanna stop. damage him all I can. Pretty sure I broke the rest of his armor with Maelstrom. He's spitting. He is just spitting fire at me. Woo. There we go. Goodbye, Guardian Man. Goodbye, Mr. Guardian Man. You unfortunately do not compare to the Maelstrom. Nah. 10 out of 10 boss fight, man. Such a beautiful boss fight. Such a beautiful map. Oh. I got the glitch. No. Oh yeah. If it does that, they fixed it to where I just get it. Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, awesome. I was about to say. We got stuck.
Coming in at number 2, I have the Shattered Veil. This, in a way, not fully, but Easter egg wise, was a small return to form. This Easter egg is complicated as hell. This Easter egg has 3 different Ray Gun Mark II variants that you need to get by having abominations shoot their stupid lightning at rocks and then smash their stupid heads into those rocks. I hate abominations. Or by doing really awesome steps like binding a bomb out of boxes that are spread throughout the map and then using that bomb to open a secret door hidden in a cave entrance. And then you also need to have 2 reflectors you can find around the map. Bring those in there, punch them into the correct directions to have this energy beam lay on a doppelgast statue, and you can fight them. And you fight 3 different doppelgasts, the last one being an HVT high health doppelgast with the cool Lindworm statue in the middle. And I've never played Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, so I thought that was really cool. To a not so fun, more tedious step of getting these plants that'll be all around the map, shooting them with an explosive weapon and getting the seed from the plant, and then going to the garden area of the map where you have to put the plants in these machines to be able to super grow them so you can get another variant of the Ray Gun Mark II. And just to get the Ray Gun Mark II itself, it has a small puzzle that sees you going up to a board and counting the amount of letters that are in a group and using that to find a code and kill a doppelgast, get his free arm, and go to the armory, no pun intended, and get a free Ray Gun Mark II. And that is just one half of this Easter egg. I enjoyed the complicatedness of this Easter egg. I enjoy that it has the Ray Gun Mark II. I know a lot of people hate on the Ray Gun Mark II. I don't hate it so much. I do, however, don't like how the Ray Gun Mark II is the only thing used in the Easter egg. And I also don't like how they just randomly brought back the Wonderwaff. But that's not really a thing against the Easter egg, even though it kinda is. Other than that, you go and solve miniature puzzles that have to do with liminal spaces to be able to go into basically a different realm and fight 3 different boss enemies in each section where a sacrifice had taken place. We're getting brain rot so we can have zombies serve us up some drinks. We're getting wine bottles to take them to small cups around the map that'll imbue a symbol into it and fight the elder disciples. And we're also using Ether Shroud to find parts that can only be seen in Ether Shroud to be able to gain access to bomb codes to access another liminal space. This Easter egg through and through is a complicated, crazy, weird mess of an egg that has steps I don't like doing and has steps that I do like doing. And overall, I like it for that. Don't hate this Easter egg, but this Easter egg can definitely push you over the edge when it comes to the intertwining of the Easter egg and the in-game mechanics, which is something that I want to show you here in a second. Before I do that, I also wanted to obviously talk about what could possibly be the best boss fight in this whole game with a hardened edition. Now, I know I didn't talk about this in Reckoning, but Sam and Richtofen had a hardened addition to their boss fights. Yes, Richtofen can be even harder. And that started all from here when, I don't know the exact dev, but had a great idea to do a round 100 extra hard boss fight for the Z-Rex. I have only attempted it once, but the idea of it being there and me staying on Black Ops 6 for an extra week and a half, 2 weeks trying to get to round 100 and fight the boss, that added replayability for me. I will never forget that, and I'm going to do that round 100 hard boss fight one day. I love this map. I love fucking dinosaurs. The Z-Rex on hard mode, on regular mode, is fucking awesome. He's intense, but he's simple. He is pretty easy comparative to like Patient 13 on launch or even the Guardian. I think he is a bit easier than them, but not obviously his hard boss fight. It is not a walk in the park at all. I know that there's steps that I missed, but I also know that this video is going way too long. So without further ado, my second ranking, my second favorite Easter egg in the whole game, and it might be because the boss fight is just so damn good. Tell me about new bundles, but you can't fix any part of your fucking game, all the way down to the servers, man. Caught me over here and testing my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi's fucking beautiful. Fuck you. Stupid slow ass fucking game. I think that's like the second or third time that's happened while just trying to do these fucking Easter eggs. I'm sure it's gonna happen the whole time we go back. This is Black Ops 6 Zombies, fully online bitch ass game. Yeah, bro, you're so fucking late, by the way. You're so genuinely late. The only thing you've done to help me is allow me to pop that up. All that fucking stupid, bro. Fucking stupid. Pissing me off. I don't want to have to do all that shit again. I'm tired of it. This game is constantly on some bullshit like that. This is so stupid that I have to do this shit because you have shitty fucking servers and terrible fucking connection issues. Every other fucking game I play runs stupendous, and then I come back onto Black Ops 6 and this fucking game feels like shit, looks like shit, plays like shit. Fuck. All you do is ruin everything, all the way down to your the fucking quality of life in your game. It's fucking trash. Black Ops 6 has the worst quality of life ever, and it's because you want to hold all 4 games on the same fucking system or whatever. Stupid, just for Modern Warfare to come out, Modern Warfare 4, and be fucking trash and garbage. This is the end of my rant. I love you, Shattered Veil, and I don't hate you that bad, Modern Zombies. I think I was just a little bit triggered. But without further ado, here is quite possibly the best boss fight in the whole damn game. And ladies and gentlemen, my favorite boss, ultimately my favorite boss from Black Ops 6, and what truly changed my mind and made me say that Black Ops 6 by far has the best Easter egg bosses. No matter what, even if the gameplay loop is annoying, gotta wait till round 30 before you can start every Easter egg. Look at that!
shit. Jurassic Park head ass. Fuck you, Z-Rex! Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, he's getting beat up. Oh, the Maelstrom does not care about Mr. Z-Rex's feelings. Oh! Giving me more armor plates than I got the entire match. Woo! Could have smacked the shit out of him. Ow! Stop smacking me! Ow! You just ate them. That was kind of a waste. I didn't mean to fucking pop that. Does things still work on Z? Thing insta-kill might work on Z-Rex. You're mine, Z! You're mine! Beautiful. Beautiful Easter egg. Beautiful boss fight. I think definitely a part of my personal favorite boss fights in all of Call of Duty Zombies. It's a fucking T-Rex, man. It's really hard to hit on.
Number one is obviously Terminus. It was always going to be Terminus. Nothing has ever topped this map. This map, as soon as this map dropped, it actually had everybody happy, hype. There were so many side Easter eggs to solve. The Easter egg steps, although the Easter egg is short, the Easter egg steps are very intuitive and they can get you fucking killed. I like this Easter egg a lot. And that isn't even to mention the fact that I waited since the first boss fight, true boss fight in the Horizon Drag. I mean, I know Shadows of Evil, but the true boss fight with the Keeper, I've been waiting to fight a fucking Kraken made by Treyarch. I know that none of that Call of Duty ghost crap. Made by Treyarch. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And we got it, and it fucking delivered. The lore behind Patient 13, goated. The fucking boss fight itself, the boss fight music. There is a mid-boss fight just to hype up the story that they were trying to push. Everything fell flat on its face storyline-wise after Terminus, but Terminus stands tall still. Nathan, the bomb defusal step, the buoy step with the laptop, the boat lockdown step, fixing whatever, the communications, all of it is so fun and intuitive. Getting the beam smasher without Wonder Bar is probably my favorite version of getting any wonder weapon in the whole entire game, going from island to island and using the ball of energy to put it inside another ball of energy. It's fucking awesome. They perfected this map. It's like Transit, but it's actually good. It's actually a good idea. It actually works. It feels like this map, when they were making it, all the pieces just started falling in place. I do think this Easter egg is short, but I don't think it fucking matters because it can be. I struggle in what you're gonna see right upcoming. I still struggle on one of the steps because this Easter egg can be hard, it can be intense, but you can know very many tricks to get around things, to skip steps. And I know there was a lot of controversy at first because Treyarch is always trying to like fix their games, and it's a PvE mode and stuff, and they walked that back, including with the Citadel skip that we had talked about earlier. But here is kind of where we saw some foul play. I know that there's still some skips that they fixed that they didn't really revert back. But Terminus, it is the best modern zombies map, period. It's better than all of Cold War combined. This map was great to play. It was very addictive to play. I think I've done this Easter egg over 20 times, and you're gonna see one of those times right now. This is and will always be the best Easter egg on Black Ops 6.
Long drawn out. Too many what's it called. Alright. I'm gonna smash the bug. Now that bug is going extremely slow, by the way. I just kind of do it like this. I think I'm gonna go to him. I'm gonna go to this energy ball. Whew. I was not trying to do that. And yeah, it's just twice. This guy right here. There we go. That one was nice and easy. Yep. There we go. And that is that done. Now we can take the amputation beam smasher. And we've got to shoot inside of it. That should cop up a key card, a hard.
No way the lab staff committed the code to memory. Do a lab, see what you find. Well,
okay. Poor guy. He's just standing right there. He's a part of it. This is the first amalgam. The first amalgam. And it's cool. We got to this before round 16. We haven't seen an amalgam already. Because it's kind of funny to see an amalgam and then fight the first amalgam, whatever, you know. And Nathan is sadly a part of the first amalgam club. Oh my god. How much could it do with that on him, too? Okay, it doesn't show the visual effect, but I'm pretty sure that hurts him. Or hits him. He's supposed to take more damage under that, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So I could, let me not forget as well. I didn't play as Maya. The overpowered wonder weapons and stuff like that, that's never bothered me. That's always been a part of zombies, in my opinion. Okay, the other one's on the floor. I need to remember that. This is easy. I'm supposed to be hunted down right now and being assaulted. I don't even like Call of Duty, man. I don't understand. Can have a fair chance and everyone can play. Yes, they want to play, but they suck at the game. I don't understand. I like to go in the water. I know you can do it from the boat, but the boat gets a little glitchy. Hacked. See, it's weird. It's being weird. Yeah, it's being weird. It's being weird. I had to jump out. It's because I love this Easter egg and I've done it so many times. It's harder to forget these steps. It's not hard to, but it's harder.
Arming self-destruct system. Commencing countdown to thermonuclear detonation.
oh dear. I'm afraid the entire island will soon be vaporized. Sam, can you deactivate the detonators?
No.
I'm Jason Voorhees. I would just take that blast. I just need armor. The game refuses to give me armor. I'm not doing that. I think I'll buy another smoke. That'll probably be the move.
Really? Or is it just desperation?
Thank you for finally giving me some armor plates. I don't understand how that works. How do I fill up my ether shroud again? For me, the smoke is not working. Just buy another one. It's a lot on those guys too. Those light up fuckers. Oh, wow, it paused for me. I didn't know it completely paused. I thought it started going back up. Alright, that was a little stressful. See? That step can always get you, man. That step is actually hard. It's actually a good intuitive step. There's an amalgam nearby too. Was he stuck somewhere? Of course I actually didn't. No, they don't do that. I hate when they do that. You actually did it. Shut up. It is finally time for the best boss, in my opinion, in all of Black Ops 6. On the best map, in my opinion, in all of Black Ops 6. With the best Easter egg, in my opinion, on Black Ops 6. Being Terminus. And the boss fight being Patient 13. AKA the Kraken. Now let's kill Modi.
Welcome back, Dr. Modi. We'll be taking that submarine now.
Heck! You're an idiot! And these thugs of yours are less than idiots. None of you can begin to appreciate the things I accomplished here. You aren't qualified to best.
No! My word! God damn it! My God! Was that patient 13? Something's happening. Aesthetic energy spiking off the charts.
Let's fucking get it.
Your so-called inversion
Wow!
are certainly inverted, patient 13.
Oh my god. I've not seen the damage in so long. I've not used the Maelstrom on him yet. Beautiful. Phase 1 is already over. I don't even know if I need these. I do not know that I am gonna need. I probably didn't need to wait till 25. I'm just glad we're finally here. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness. This weapon is so strong. This is so unfair. Oh my god, I'm already done with phase 2. Yeah. This is amazing. This is insane.
Put a hurt on him, but it'll look like when he comes back. Like something.
He don't want to come out. He's like, oh no. He's gonna fuck me up. Woo! Woo! Let's pop this. Might as well go ahead. Alright, let's just get in here. Even though it's also sketchy in here. Don't know. They protected him from the Maelstrom in this third phase, that's for sure. Woo! Bye-bye, sir. Goodbye, sir. And that will do it for every Black Ops 6 Easter egg with the Kraken. Patient 13. An amazing fight. Whether you're underpowered, overpowered, any weapon you can bring in this fight makes it fun. I love this boss fight. This might be my favorite boss fight in all of Call of Duty Zombies. What a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for every Black Ops 6 Easter egg ranked. If you stayed all the way through this video, you're a fucking goat. I love you. Black Ops 7 is on the way tomorrow, so there's no better time to try to get this out right now. It might come up tomorrow. It might come up in the middle of the night tonight. We don't know. But I hope that everybody enjoys or doesn't enjoy or does whatever they please with Modern Zombies. I feel ways about Modern Zombies for sure, but I just hope that maybe one day there's a slither of hope that we can return to form. But until then, I guess we'll just all be here tortured by Modern Zombies. I'll see you guys in the next one.